Hello, today's Monday, April 12th. This is a Sphinx Forex review for today. SphinxForex.com, upper left corner, the latest in fundamental and or technical analysis, real-time blog with any kind of article or release that affects the currency markets, video link, most recent video being the main screen, all others will be indexed behind it, the book, real-time quotes and economic data, mentorship program, and signal service. Twitter.com/Sphinx Forex. Be notified when we put up new video and our commentary. And let's get to the charts. Pretty consolidated day today. You can see the gap here is where the market opened at. We were already high. I'd be reluctant to take any highs off of an open. Anyway, the European session wasn't on yet. You want them to really establish the trend. The trend did reverse, although it was not a strong move. You had your first trade, 1 pip below here's your entry, 1 pip above here's your stop. That's roughly about 20 pips. That your stop was less than that. Your stop was never compromised, so technically you still be in this trade. However, I would have gotten out at least when the U.S. session ended, which is somewhere up in this area right here. So you would have made money in that trade, or if you're willing to stick it out, have at it, and you could still be in it. That's the only thing you had for the Euro USD. Pound dollar, here's the gap where the market opened yesterday. Same thing, you had crazy longs going on, then you had stronger downward moves. You see the MACD did go above the zero line, so this short was off. We had to wait for the next one. 1 pip below here would be your entry, 1 pip above here is your stop. And you see the stop hasn't been hit. You haven't been in profit too much from your entry. You could still be in the trade. Same thing going on with the euro. You could still be in this trade, or taking your profit down here, or if you closed up roughly around here when the U.S. session ended. Just not a lot of movement today. Let's look at the euro yen. The gap market open. Definitely not going to take that open on that high. Wait for the MACD to reset. Short was the ticket. 1 pip below here's your entry, 1 pip above here's your stop. This candle brought you in. You were flat, and then bang, fell off the cliff a little while ago. So if you missed this entry here, with the MACD being so tight, you could have also went 1 pip below here's your entry. And you still use the same stop, and then you can see it just flattened out, and then a little while ago it dove off the cliff and made a nice little trade out of that. And the dollar Swiss, here's your gap. Not going to trade down. Let the market reset. Let's see. Your first high, 1 pip above here would be your entry. 1 pip below here would be your stop. This candle would have brought you in. No real action going on. We're in about a 20 pip range. That trade would have taken you out. However, the short didn't hold, and then came back and consolidated and stayed in the same 20 pip range where it was at before. So, market definitely must have been no news today, anything to really shake things up, or actually over the weekend, because you would have expected, some stuff to move from the weekend. So, just a pretty slow day. You're going to get them. Last couple weeks, we've been getting trades galore. This is just one of those days that wasn't much happening. So that's one of the reasons why you really need to stick to the rules, because you don't know when a currency is really going to get into a consolidation phase like this when you take some of those more aggressive entries. So, all right, that's it for today. We'll see you tomorrow.